Okay.
Okay, we're recording. Okay. Okay, go ahead, Carrie.
Okay, let's see. I think Cheryl, your first question was if you still had a distributor account and a loyal customer account, and you called customer service to upgrade, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so what they do is they just go into your loyal customer account and they just upgrade. So you're not going to have two accounts, you just have one account now. So you just have the distributor account, you don't have the loyal customer account. So you're not going to have that like 3-month auto shipment set up anymore.
Okay.
So for you guys, when you start signing up loyals and distributors, just for future reference, so if you have a loyal customer that wants to upgrade to a distributor, there's 2 ways of doing it. There's the way that you did it, Cheryl, and that was by calling customer service and upgrading, which is the best way to do it so you don't have 2 accounts. Sometimes there's a long hold time, so some people don't want to call customer service and do it that way. But that is the best way to do it. That way there's no confusion. Amanda, you did it the other way where you were already a loyal customer, but we signed you up using a different email address. So those are the 2 ways to do it. First way is calling customer service and telling them you want to upgrade. The second way you can do it is creating a new account as a distributor, but you have to use a different email address than the one you used when you signed up as a loyal customer. Then once you're signed up as a distributor, you will go into your eSuite and put in a support ticket and say, I used to be a loyal customer, I upgraded to a distributor, I need to cancel my loyal customer account. So Amanda, I'm actually not sure if you've done that yet, so it's not like it's a problem. You're not in trouble or anything like that. We'll just need to have you do that as soon as you can. And once again, it's super simple. You just go put in a support ticket in your distributor eSuite, and you'll have to have your old loyal customer number though. So you'll look that up, and then you'll just put in a support ticket saying I need to cancel my old loyal customer account, and that's pretty simple. So okay.
And then
right, you can't have both.
she'll do
Right.
it after the call.
Melanie asked if you can have both a loyal customer account and a distributor account. You cannot. If you're not, like for an example, Amanda, you still have one, but you're not using that loyal customer account, so that's fine. We still need to cancel it though. But let's say that you were still using that loyal customer account and you were also a distributor. Like say you were ordering products under your old loyal customer account to get perk points, you can be terminated because you cannot have 2 active accounts. So that was a really good question that Melanie had, is asking if you can have 2 active accounts, and you cannot.
And then Cheryl's second question, if I have someone wanting to be a loyal customer and they sign up using my website, is that all I need to get credit? Yes. You just send them your link, the website that you set up. I forgot what yours was, Cheryl, but it's whatever that link you picked, and then myitworks.com. And then you just send people that link, and you get they're your loyal customer, and you get the credit for that.
That's what I thought. I did a lot of reading yesterday when I was at the dealership, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
One thing I always ask, because they could have spelled something wrong, if they are signing up themselves as a loyal customer distributor through your website, I always ask them if my name is in the top right-hand corner. And if they say yes, then they're where they're supposed to be. If they say no, that means that they went to just the generic It Works website.
That's what your mother-in-law did.
Right, I noticed that.
Yes. So make sure, that's what I would say. And then the other what else I would say to do, especially because, especially when you first sign up as a distributor, you have, your first 30 days to get your 4 loyal customers so you can qualify for the $500 Ruby bonus. You want to kind of do it with urgency. You want to, instead of just giving somebody your website and saying, okay, let me know when you're ready, I kind of give them my website, and I'm kind of assuming they're going to sign up right away. So I I basically say, here's my website, click shop, let me know when you're done, and you click checkout. So that's my way of kind of like asking them, are you going to do it right now or are you not? So that way they know that I'm sitting there and I'm ready to help them walk through the ordering process. So I kind of give them my website and then I say, click shop, pick your products, and once you're ready to check out, let me know. And then that's kind of their way of letting me know if they're doing it right now or if they're going to do it later.
I do that as well, but if I don't hear from them after a while, I'll ask them kind of like, how's it going? Did you have any questions? Did you run into anything? And just kind of see where they're at. And sometimes they're like, no, I haven't been able to do it. And then I at least know like where they are, you know. Like that happened with me yesterday with my loyal customer. He said he was going to do it, and then I didn't really hear anything, so I followed up. And he had another question about the loyal customer. And I think I gave him I was telling him, like, I'm waiting for you. So then he ended up signing up right then, too, because I was sitting there. I was like, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a way to be consistent and to have an urgency without being pushy. That's where a lot of people, especially in the beginning of their business, they don't want to come off too pushy or too salesy. Which I totally understand that. I don't want anybody to ever feel like they're having to like push people into buying something or be too pushy. So you got to have the mindset of you're here to help them. So you want them to do it right now, but you don't want them to feel pressured, but you want them to know that you're there, you're ready to help them. So if they're not ready to do it right now, then okay, let me know when you're ready and I'll be there to help you. So you know, I have time tonight to walk you through it, or I have time tomorrow to walk you through it. And that's kind of how you want to go into that when you're signing up your loyals and distributors. So.
Well, just basing Amanda asked, if the LC signs up to be a distributor, does that affect your LC numbers?
Yes.
I'm wondering if she's talking about the first 4.
Yes. So Amanda asked if your loyal customer upgrades to distributor, does that affect your numbers? So you always just have to make sure you have 4 loyal customers on your top line. So let's say you only have 4 and you got your Wrap Rewards and you're qualified for the Ruby bonus, and then one of them upgrades to a distributor. Well, that means you only have 3 loyal customers now. So, but you do have 30 days to replace that loyal customer. But let's say you have 7 loyal customers and 1 upgrades to a distributor. You don't have to replace that loyal. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Even if I'm past the Ruby, do I still have to maintain those 4 loyals?
Yes. You want to always make sure you have 4 loyals on your top line because you actually need 4 loyal customers on your top line to get any future bonus. So a diamond bonus, a double diamond bonus, all bonuses you have to make sure you have. Now, they don't have to be ordering. It doesn't mean, yeah.
So if their 30 days are done, 90 days.
90
days are done. They're not ordering, but they still count.
Yes, because they're still
seen as
active.
Okay.
Yes. Good questions. Really good questions.
Let me know when you're ready for my
Is there another one right there?
Yeah, that's the next one.
Okay.
Amanda is asking, is it better to keep profiles private or public? Has anyone had success keeping 2 profiles separate? Meaning one for Wrap Business and one for personal. I think we all work our, and I believe, Amanda, you're probably talking about Instagram. And I know you pretty much know my story with that. But my Instagram, when I first started, I tried to do 2 separate profiles. I tried to do one to keep my personal, and then I tried to do a business like Instagram. And it just wasn't working for me. It was too much to like manage both of them. So I just started working my business off of my personal Instagram. And my Instagram is private. Some people have theirs public, but I have mine private. And as you guys see, if you follow me on Instagram, I continue to post pictures of my family, of my life. I'm not just putting business pictures out there so people know that I'm a real person, and then just incorporating my business into what are you doing? Incorporating my business into my Instagram profile and my and just my life. So that is my story with my Instagram. I know Heather probably works it differently. The other Heather works it differently.
So I'll tell you what I feel with my Instagram. I did the same thing that Carrie did, and I feel like every distributor tries to have 2 separate accounts. Sorry, we got girls here playing. Now this is coming from me being in the business for 3 years, and also from top enrollers in the company, like people that are making like the most money that they can out of this business. And you want to have 1 account, because if you have an account that's just It Works, you are having a salesperson account, and then you're going to have your separate account, which is your real life. So you want to show people that you're a real person sharing these products. So that's my biggest tip, is to have 1 account and just post your life. There's something we learned, was it the 4 Fs?
5 Fs.
The 5 Fs. So write this down if you can. We are recording this so you can watch it later. But you want to constantly be posting faces. So your face, so selfies, faces of your children, faces of your friends, animals, faces, any face, okay? Cats. Fun, so it could be funny quotes, or it could be you having fun, so something fun. The other one is food. For some reason, people love food. And my husband has an Instagram, and he gets the most likes from his food. So his strategy is he always has a bottle of Fat Fighters in his food posts. So he's not necessarily trying to be an advertisement, but he's basically showing the food post and putting the product that he uses in that food post. Fashion, so you can use things from Pinterest. You can post a picture of a new purse you bought, your nails, anything that has to do with fashion. The 5th one is faith. So it could be something just inspirational. It could be something religious if you want it to be, but just something faith driven. So inspirational quotes, religious posts, whatever you feel. But you want to put It Works posts either in those pictures. So if you're doing a face picture, then have an It Works shirt on to show your business. If you're doing a food picture, put your Fat Fighters in there. But you want to incorporate your It Works pictures into those posts. So Carrie's really good about it. She does like an It Works type of picture every, 2 or 3?
Every other, I think.
She does every other.
I do. I try and post every 2 hours, and like the first one will be something not It Works, and then the second one will be It Works. So I try and post every 2 hours.
As far as, what do you suggest with the personal and personal and a business?
I have both too. I still work them both, but I would highly recommend just to have 1, because it is a lot. I'm a therapist, so when I first did it, I didn't want to post a ton of personal stuff, just because I've had actually clients find me on my It Works one, and now I've kind of just let it go. But I do the 5 Fs. Also too, if I post, like we just had the BOGO, so we did a little more ad stuff. I'll go back through like in a day or 2 after, and I'll delete them off of my Instagram, just because if I have new followers come in, I don't want a ton of ads coming in and them just seeing the ad stuff. I want them to see my face. I want them to see my animals. I want them to see my fun. So I'll go back in, because I think Instagram has like a 6-hour where it's the influence is the highest in 6 hours, and then after that it kind of gets lost. I'll keep them around just because if someone comes onto my page and looks, I want them to see it. But after like a day or 2, I'll just go and delete them, and then sometimes repost them later just so people can see them again. But I just don't want people to come to my page and it's just
It Works,
the ads and stuff. So
yeah. I also, so to answer your question about being private or public, I kind of do both. I had my Instagram public for probably the first 2 years of my business. I feel like my Instagram has been more successful ever since I went private. And the reason why I feel that way is because now I feel like I'm having more people follow me that actually want to follow me rather than spammers and kids and other companies and businesses following me. So I do go private. The only time I do make myself public is when I'm traveling. So like, let's just say you're going to the Bay Area this weekend and there's a chance that you want to find new people in the Bay Area to, you know, be loyal customers or distributors. I go public and I will search different locations in my Instagram and follow people that are checked in places in those areas. And then I'll hashtag things that are associated with the Bay Area. So one right now would be like San Jose Sharks would be a really good hashtag because they're in the Stanley Cup. So a lot of people are probably searching those hashtags. If you're private, the only people that can see your hashtags are people that are already following you. So you kind of play with it and go back and forth. Like this whole week, I was traveling to Phoenix in Southern California, so I was public the whole week, and as soon as I got home, I went private again. So
I do the same thing.
yeah.
And even if you're local and you go to events, like last week I went to the Sac Republic game, and I was posting stuff, and I went public then, and then I went private again. So I just kind of go back and forth.
But one of the best tips I'm going to tell you is that the only people that are going to see your Instagram are your followers, especially if you're private. So if you only have like 100 followers, the chances are that you're going to have maybe 10 people seeing your posts. So the more people that you're following, the chances of you getting more followers and the more people that are going to see your posts. So if you're constantly posting on Instagram and you've got 100 to 1,000 people following you, and you're like, I post all the time and nobody's commenting, that's because there's probably only 10 people seeing your post. So you need to follow a lot more people, and you need to make sure you're getting followers. The best way to do that is start following your family's followers, and then find somebody in there to follow their followers. You just want to keep following more followers. So we're going to answer some more questions.
I think there was only one more. It was Amanda. Oh, this one right here. I think she's talking about the loyal customers. Like when we were talking about loyal customers, if we lose a loyal customer, we need to replace that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said yes. So Amanda is asking about distributors. If we sign up 3 distributors and only one is active, will you be eligible for bonuses?
What does she mean? What do you mean one is active? So,
maybe one is working it and the other ones aren't working
it doesn't matter. Like you can have 3 distributors sign up, and you can have those 3 never talk to you ever again. But you can still put loyal customers under them and still promote and qualify.
Yeah.
You're basically just, I hate using these terms, but you're basically just using them as a box filler. That person will benefit because that person's going to get a paycheck, but you need 3 people across and 2 people under one of them to go Ruby. And so if you only have, say, 2 people out of those 5 that are really excited about the business and working the business, you still have your chart filled, and you could still put loyal customers and orders underneath those people even if they're not working the business.
I mean, each promotion, Amanda, is different. So even if you have 3 DTs, it kind of just depends on what the promotion is you're going for.
So Amanda, for example, if I sign up 3 DTs and one signs up 2 LCs, can you promote to Ruby? So in order for you to get to Ruby, Amanda, you need 5 distributors under you. You can get all 5 of those yourself, or you can get 3 on your own and one of those 3 get 2 on their own. Either way you look at it, you need 5 people under you. So that's how that works. You need 3 directly under you, and one of those 3 need 2. So it's more than 3, but that's the first goal, is making sure that you sign up at least 3. And then all 5 of those distributors need to get their loyal customers. So so answering that question again, let's say 2 of those distributors get 4 loyal customers. Well, then those other 3 still need 4 loyal customers, and that's where you can work and get loyal customers, and you can move them under those people that aren't working the business. Now, you want to always continually find new people. Like, no matter what, even if you box yourself in for Ruby, you print out that Steps to Success the next month, and you're always looking for 3. You want to always have your mindset set to finding 3 new people to come into your business every single month. It doesn't always happen that way. I mean, sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's none. But if you're constantly looking for 3 new people, then you're constantly getting new people that are going to be working the business with you instead of you kind of doing it by yourself. What do you think has made you guys successful? Any tips for us newbies?
Consistency, not giving up.
Read the question out loud because
sorry.
I know.
What do you think has made you guys successful? Any tips for us newbies? Heather was saying, go ahead.
Consistency and not giving up. Being consistent with your posts, being consistent with follow-up, keep sharing, not relying just on social media, but also, whether that's buying a shirt, if that's blitzing, just constantly letting people know that you're open for business and what you do. Not everyone's going to buy a wrap first or order anything from you, but I can tell you the people that I've signed up in the last few days, I've asked 3 years ago. And they knew, I've been consistent enough that they knew when they were ready, they knew who they could go to because I'm still open for business 3 years still. So just being consistent and finding a product that you're really passionate about, or finding products that you really are passionate about and sharing those, and not thinking it as I'm trying to sell something, but you're sharing it. We have really good opportunities with the business and products. We just want to help people. One of my loyal customers, I just found out, I went to high school with her. I just found out she had thyroid cancer and she had her thyroid removed. And we were talking about other things, and then I just slipped in greens and she bought some. So just thinking about it in that way is you're sharing, you're not selling something.
What's blitzing?
Well, answer this first one.
Oh, I yeah.
Tips on why you feel that you like what are your tips on getting loyal customers and distributors?
Well, I think Heather pretty much said it, just being consistent in the business, just consistently. I have, since I've been in the business, I think going on 2 years in August, and I don't think I've missed a day of not posting about the business. So when you don't post, you're closed for business and people aren't seeing. So I'm always posting. And the way that I've gotten a lot of my loyal customers is continuing to follow up with them. So not just, asking them one time and not ever asking them again. I'm, following up the 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months later. So just being consistent with following up with your loyal customers, constantly following people. I think consistency is the key.
So mine's a little bit different. I mean, what they're saying is absolutely 100% true. But I pretty much can honestly tell you guys I owe all my success to showing up to events. So for me personally, I am in Sacramento. I'm very close to all of our trainings and our meetings. So I've never not missed one. So what I do is, so for an example, you guys, everybody works. Most people work. If your boss tells you you have a seminar that you have to go to on a Wednesday night, and it may give you a bonus in your paycheck if you go, then you're going to put that on your calendar and you're going to go. So, I mean, there's been a couple times where I've had to have my mother-in-law take my daughter Samantha to dance class instead of me picking her up because I went to my meeting. There's things that I have missed. But that's my own, like, I'm not saying you guys have to miss out on things for your kids to go to these things, but the difference is now in our business, we do have Zoom and we do have Facebook Live and we have things like Periscope. So you have to make a commitment to yourself if you want to be successful. If you want to get paid like a career, you treat it like a career. And if you have to miss out on events, then you definitely want to make sure you get with your upline and find out if there is a Zoom or if there is, Facebook Live going to happen, So if you can't physically be there, then you can be there and, through social media. The other one is really staying plugged in onto our Facebook group pages, because once again, thanks to social media, there's a lot of new trainings and videos about working your business that we post on our Facebook page. So if you aren't local and you can't get to our meetings here in Sacramento, then you could at least be watching the training videos that we're posting in the Facebook pages and watching, the meetings that are on Facebook Live and things like that. So staying plugged in, that's honestly, I would not be a Triple Diamond right now if I didn't stay plugged into our trainings and meetings and events. So yeah. What's blitzing? Is that what somebody said?
Amanda asked what's blitzing.
That's a very good question for a new distributor.
I don't know if they, well, Cheryl and Michelle haven't received the blitz cards. So, Cheryl, this is a blitz card that you'll receive inside your business kit. So this is, Amanda asked what blitzing is, and do you want to answer it? Because you're better at that. Heather's good at
So blitzing is, these are called blitz cards, like Carrie said. This is a business card. We call it blitz cards. They're a little bit bigger. They stand out when you hand it to somebody. It's not going to get lost in their purse. It's going to be right there in their purse or in their car. You'll hear from a lot of people being in the business a while, different tips on blitzing. Once again, this is a really good reason why you want to go to meetings and trainings, because some things work for others better than they do for other people. But for me, I don't go out blitzing. You'll hear a lot of people say they go out blitzing and go and blitz people. I blitz in my everyday life. So for an example, my mom is 64 years old. She's in the business. My mom doesn't do wrap parties. My mom doesn't, do a lot on social media. We have to end in 10 minutes. She doesn't do a lot of social media, but my mom is really good at blitzing. And when I say blitzing, it's because everywhere she goes, so we went to 2 different Kohl's yesterday, and she gave the cashier a blitz card when the cashier gave her her receipt. So that's one thing to always think about. When they give you a receipt, sorry, she's taking a picture. When they give you a receipt, give them a blitz card. So if you go to Starbucks, give them a blitz card when you get your receipt. When you're, any drive-through, any grocery store, that's blitzing for me. I blitz everywhere I go every day by handing somebody a card when they hand me their receipt. I also have a laminated blitz card on my purse. Another reason to get to events, because that's one thing we like to raffle out, our laminated blitz cards. Because if you don't like to actually walk up to people and hand them a card, you have one hanging from your purse, and people will ask you about it when they see you in line. So that's what the laminated blitz card looks like on a purse. And you definitely want to label them, or some people write "Ask Me" big on it on the backside and laminate it on their blitz card. But you definitely want to make sure that you have blitz cards with you everywhere you go. I have some in my car. Sorry, I have some in my purse. I have them in Samantha's dance bag just in case I forgot them, and she'll have blitz cards in her dance bag with her.
I actually use a wrap box and put them in for my purse so they don't get all tattered and gross.
That's a good idea too.
Can I ask Nicole's question?
Yes.
Okay. So, as a new distributor, if you're having a wrap party, who pays for the wraps and the materials? The guest having the party, or you as a distributor?
So Melanie asked, when hosting a wrap party, who pays for the wraps and who pays for the material? Mm-hmm. So when you are a distributor, you bring your catalogs, you bring your wraps, you bring Saran wrap, and you bring any product that you might have. I usually offer a free body wrap to the host, and then the guests, I'll pay $25 to get their wrap. So I usually make it an incentive. I say, get 3 guests to your party, and you'll get a free wrap. So that's how I do. So you gave 1 away for free, but you made $75 in wrap cash or more. And then another incentive you could do is, if you sign up as a loyal customer tonight, then you'll get $5 off your wrap. or give them $5 back after they sign up as a loyal customer.
Okay.
That's just something that I've been trying and it seems to be working out. But once again, that's a great question. If you are going to do wrap parties and you don't have a lot of product, that's completely fine. I personally signed up at a wrap party, and Brenda, who signed me up, all she had was her purse. She had defining gel, greens, fat fighters, and wraps, and that's it. That is it. That's all. She didn't have a big table with a big setup. She had it all in her purse. She had catalogs to pass out at the end, and I signed up, and 3 years later, here I am. So the more simple you keep it, the better, because you want people to think that it's easy and that they can do it. If you bring a table and a bunch of products and have a big old presentation, that looks really difficult and looks really time consuming, and people will be like, no, thank you.
And the last question she has is any recommendations on what products to use with the wrap?
With the wrap itself, you need just the wrap and saran wrap. For maintenance and to get better results, I always recommend defining gel and greens, and now the cleanse. So that's one thing with that cleanse right now. People are dropping, anywhere between 2 to 6 pounds in 2 days. And then if they're wrapping every 3 days with that wrap or with that cleanse, their results are incredible. And then defining gel is just going to make the results last longer and come faster as far as your results are. Yeah, awesome.
Did you have questions?
No. I just think so.
All right.
Cheryl, did you have any other questions?
No, you actually answered almost all of them. Like I said, I probably read everything I could possibly read yesterday while I was waiting for my car to get done.
Okay.
That's awesome. I would love to do Zooms like this, maybe even like weekly, especially because this is a very new team and we need to definitely keep up the momentum and the excitement. So I love that Carrie created this message group. So maybe we can pick a day and time that would work for everyone as much as possible to do a weekly Zoom that you can start gathering questions. And then as well as let's start getting more excitement. And when you sign up a loyal, let us know when you sign up a loyal, post in the message, I just got a loyal, or I have a potential distributor. Let us be excited for everyone. We can all share tips, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have the same questions. So
Yeah.
This is a really good thing that you guys are kind of new together, but it's going to be a really strong team. So I'm excited for you guys.
I am too.
So
Let's take a picture.
yes, let's take a
Cheryl,
picture.
can you get in the camera so we're gonna all take a picture on the Zoom? Melanie, get in it. Come back to
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, maybe.
There's 4 of us here. Working at Lowe's?
It's all in,
Oh,
huh?
are you doing?
Here, look, I got it like this. Look at this way.
Oh.
At the computer.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Hold on. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Got it. What's
Awesome.
that?
Cheryl, where do you live?
I live in McKinney, Texas.
Oh, awesome!
Where is that as far as like Dallas and stuff?
It's right near Dallas. McKinney's north of Dallas, and then I work in Richardson, which is right by Dallas.
So there are tons of events in Texas, like so many.
Oh, I imagine. So, like I said, I was kind of reading and trying to look at some of the because I have every other Wednesday and every other Thursday off. So I usually run all my errands. So I kind of spent my day looking at all this stuff. So, and I wrapped yesterday. So that's kind of
Yay!
cool.
Was that your first?
Yeah, I will tell you, it's kind of hard to wrap yourself. I wish my husband was home. I'm gonna wrap him though, just because.
Take pictures. Take a picture of him with the wrap on, if he'll let you, and post it. I love it when couples wrap together and then take a picture that they have their wraps on and post it. That's fun, and you're showing people that you're a product of the product. So just make it fun, girl. That's the best thing I tell people, especially in the beginning of your business. This should just be a fun thing. You're learning. It's exciting. Make some money. Get some free products. Make it exciting and fun. So, all right, guys.
Awesome.
We will let you know the next one. And Cheryl, we'll let you know of events in Texas.
Okay.
You have Ashley Sinclair in your backyard. She is a top income earner and she's fabulous. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely get you to some of her events. So,
Awesome. Thank you.
all right, guys, have a good day. Have a good Memorial weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.